If you've ever had that feeling of, oh my God, what did I say last night? Oh no, I can't do that because it's going to be too stressful. Like, there's a thing called an upper limit problem. Some people call it a glass ceiling, but it's that point where you feel like you can't go above it. Now, you know when you're getting close to an upper limit problem. Say, for example, if you're thinking, you know, oh, I really want to go and do this next thing, but I feel anxious about it. I'm not sure if I should do it. I'm not sure if it's for me. Or even in your everyday life, when you suddenly start to see yourself as being more than you have seen yourself before, and maybe stepping into what other people have been seeing about you for years, and you've been going, oh no, that's not me. Upper limit problems, we all have them. Everyone has them. Even the most successful people have an upper limit problem. It's not just down to people who feel that they're not really good enough. It's everybody has them. There will always be a point where a mechanism that you created in childhood that kept you safe as a child suddenly becomes an upper limit. So I'm going to talk about the fear of shining. So does this sound familiar to you? You're out with friends, you're having a really good time, you're meeting some new people, you're being the centre of attention, you're laughing, you're joking, you're having a few glasses of wine, everything's going so well. And then you go to bed that night going, God, what a lovely evening, that was so much fun. And then you wake up at 3:30 in the morning going, oh, what did you say last night? What did you do? Oh, there was that shy girl and you just talked right over her. Oh my God, and then you were flirting with that girl's boyfriend. You so were. She hates you now. And then all of the paranoia comes in. And for those of you who are really unlucky, you might have to wait until the morning and text a friend and just make sure they text back. Well, that may be a fear of shining, of standing out, of being the centre of attention. Now, if you're doing that within your business or within your career or where you are at work, then there'll come a point where you'll start to sabotage. And we sabotage in many different ways. You can sabotage mentally, which is a little bit like when you're going up towards altitude, when you're climbing, the air gets thinner. But when you're reaching an upper limit point in your life, your thoughts get thicker. So the inner critic gets more loud, starts talking more vivaciously, speeds up, maybe even gets louder in your head if that was even possible, because you haven't got any ears in your head, they're on the side of your head. But it suddenly becomes boomingly loud. You go, oh, this is awkward, this is, oh no, why am I? And then you start to focus your attention on your feelings, on the feelings of anxiety, lack of confidence, lack of self-faith. And you put your attention in trying to fix those things. Now, here's the amazing thing about your ego, is your ego is like wanting you to fix what's wrong with you because it keeps you occupied. So whilst you're spending time trying to fix, why have I got this sense of anxiety? Why do I feel like I can't move into this next stage of my career or my next stage of my life? Or why do I always feel that when I go out that I'm an idiot and then I come back and I beat myself up? Why? And we look. And we look into psychology and we look into answers. And then the more we look, the more anxious we get about it. Because the more we think, well, there must be something wrong with me. Nobody else suffers from this. Bet they do. You know, there's something wrong with me. What am I doing? Blah, blah, blah. And all the while, the ego is going, oh, well, that's brilliant. Sit back, chill. Because whilst you're off chasing the answers, you're not dealing with the next stage. You're not moving into the next stage of your life because you're managing to be able to be completely preoccupied with fixing yourself. So I would say to you, just if you get to a point where those thoughts get thick and the inner critic is going mental, seems to be breakdancing on your, I don't know, frontal lobe, then what you need to do is just go, do you know what? I'm okay with that. Yeah, I maybe spoke too much last night and I'm okay with that. I maybe drank too much last night, I'm okay with that. I maybe flirted with the person and I should apologise. But if you can just get to a point where you just go, I'm okay with that, I release it, I let it go. We don't spend half of our life trying to fix stuff that doesn't need fixing. And that self-acceptance allows us to break through those upper limits because we're not busying, trying to fix stuff. We're just going, okay, and I'm okay with that. And the more we can say I'm okay with that, the more actually we start to shed lights through that upper limit problem. And the more we shed light through, the more we become focused on what's on the other side of it. So what would my life be like if I was really comfortable being out there in the world? If I stepped up a gear, if I really stepped into my power, if I really stepped forward into who I am, and if I became my authentic self, because there's nothing wrong with me, if we finally allowed all of our talents, our brilliance, our faith in ourselves, everything that we are, to suddenly come forward and be amazing in the world, well, we certainly wouldn't die with our music still inside of us. So the fear of shining is really a fear about stepping into your brilliance. And you don't want to spend all of your life worrying about that.